And we are back to the third part of this very cool unboxing with model cars from Spark. And we will begin with a very cool looking Lamborghini. We will have a lot of racing cars in this episode, so stay tuned because you might enjoy it. Well, this is a Lamborghini Murciélago LP670R SV GT1, quite a name, by Reiter Engineering, FIA GT1 World Championship 2010, sponsored by Blancpain, that famous Swiss watch company, hence this very cool watch livery on the car. Awesome color combination, this black and white looks very cool on this Murciélago. Maybe it is a mistake from Spark, or maybe they especially wanted to make this car like it's accelerating, because if you're paying close attention you will see that the nose it's a little bit up. Of course it also has something to do with the fact that it is not fixed properly in the front, but I will fix that after the clip. That being said, those Michelin tires specific to this kind of races are very cool. Those rims, also racing cool rims, very cool. Awesome details, as you can see on this model car. The interior is very detailed, but unfortunately it's all black, so it is quite hard to see on the camera. The details on the back are amazing. I really love those exhaust pipes and the grille on the back. Very aggressive headlights as well. Also very cool looking details. You are not able, unfortunately, to see a lot of details when it comes to the engine due to those very small engine covers, but other than that all the details are here. Fantastic looking model car. I really like this one. We will continue with a racing car, this time from Germany. Well, a German racing car that went to Italy, but first let me add a little bit of zoom. Here we go. Good. So this is a Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR, winner of Mille in 1955, driven by the famous S.Moss. This is a very cool model car. This time is one of those model cars from Spark that also have the pilot, and in this case the co-driver as well. So very cool details from Spark, and the model car looks fantastic, as you can see right here. I absolutely love those rims. We have, I think, a few episodes since I didn't present the model car with this kind of rims. I absolutely love them. Awesome details on this SLR. As you can see, it was a convertible for the Mille. The D.Jenkinson, if I'm not mistaken, it was a journalist, a motor car journalist that helped S.Moss with the map, with the circuit for the Mille, and this helped him win this competition. Since then, the co-pilot of these cars was a concept implemented, especially for the rally cars, something that is very cool. That wooden steering wheel is made absolutely great. I really like it. Absolutely awesome details. You'll have the exhaust pipes on the side right here, as you can see them. So great details on this vintage racing car. I absolutely love it. Now we will have, if this was a German car that went to Italian competition, the next one will be a purely Italian car, this time a street one. So if this one was a German car that went to an Italian competition, the next one will be a street car but will be purely Italian. So from 2007, presented at the Geneva Motor Show. This is a great looking Alfa Romeo A3 in black. To my joy, I bought the Alfa Romeo A3 Competizione, I think that 2 or 3 days ago, something like that. Well, you will see the clip in 2024. Today is 15th of November 2023 when I'm presenting this, and a few days ago I bought the Mini Champs version, so this red one that you will see in a separate clip. That being said, I am really happy I have both of these cars. Even if this is the 2003 and this is 2007, I don't see many details between them. The main difference is that this is red and this has red interior. This is black with red interior. But other than that, I'm not able to see other differences. That being said, as Jeremy Clarkson used to say when he presented this car, the A3 can be considered a piece of art, as it is extremely beautiful and extremely rare. Unfortunately, being black you will not be able to see all the details of this model car, but the rims are very cool looking. You are able to see those quite small brake discs, at least compared with the rims, they are quite small. Very nice red brake calipers and gorgeous looking interior in red and black with all the details available in it. This is a manual. You are able to see the interior quite well through those large windows, and it has an interior specific to Alfa Romeo, very similar with the interior of the on the Brera or 159. Also two very cool looking Alfa Romeo cars. Let's see. Well, we have at least one or two road cars in this clip, but mainly we will have a competition on the racing vehicles, and we will continue with a McLaren. This time we have a McLaren 720S, a GT3 version, so a racing one. Blancpain GT World Challenge, so the competition sponsored by the sponsor of the Murciélago from the beginning of this clip, but this model has only the Blancpain mentioned on the windscreen, and other than that it has a very cool looking livery in blue and orange and with dragons, with Chinese dragons on it. Limited edition of 300 pieces. This is the number 14 of this series, and it looks as a combination between a McLaren and a Spark should look like. So basically it is absolutely amazing. As you can see, awesome color combination for this model. Very cool looking P0s with very detailed brake discs and brake calipers. Those very aggressive headlights are extremely well made by Spark. I really love those wings as well. Very cool livery with that Chinese dragon on it. Sponsored by Xinga. I hope I pronounced this correctly. You are able to see the interior even if it's completely black. You are able to see the details without a problem if you are holding the car in your hands, but on camera I'm not convinced. You'll have some very cool aluminum grill air intakes, details that are really cool and really well made on this model car. So awesome details from head to toe. Huge wing in the back. Absolutely fantastic looking model car. So this is a type of clip where I will jump from modern supercars or modern racing cars to vintage racing cars, but I'm pretty sure that you will like all of them, especially because all of them are made by Spark, so the details are there nevertheless, regardless of the era of the model. That being said, I want to present a Porsche from 66. In the previous clip I showed you the 66 winner, well, not winner because it took the second place, the Ford GT driven by Miles. This time I'm going to present the car that took the 14th place, so you'll say that it didn't achieve anything, but since this is an endurance race with a lot of classes, this was actually the winner of its class. I don't remember exactly what the class was for this one, but it was the winner. So it is a very beautiful looking Porsche that I want to open it carefully because I don't want to damage it whatsoever. Okay, so this is the Porsche 911S with the number 45 that took the 14th place at Le Mans in 66, and that looks absolutely fantastic. Even if it was not built as the overall winners with those huge engines like the Ferrari and the Ford GT were, this was a beast in its class, and it definitely won that class. And when it comes to the details, well, there are all there. You'll also have those night headlights, very cool exhaust pipe, very detailed, very nice rims. Not my favorite, but specific for that era, they were very cool. Engine, air intakes, awesome interior, very cool looking steering wheel and dashboard. You'll have a dashboard combined with black and red, something that you are able to see without a problem through those huge windows. So this is a fantastic looking car, and in back I will have the Ford GT that took the second place, but maybe at some point I will manage. This is in my plans to get the overall winners 1, 2, 3 and the class winners at Le Mans. So maybe at some point I will manage to do a clip only with the winners from 1966, because that was a legendary race. Moving back to a street car, fantastic looking design of this car with a damaged card box and plexiglass, but fortunately the model car is intact. This is an Iso Griffo. This is the only Iso Griffo I have in my collection at this moment, but it has an absolutely great design. It is an Italian brand, not very well known, but with fantastic details and with that specific Italian design, so basically absolutely gorgeous. And this is a fine example of that. Look at it in this absolutely awesome dark blue. With it looks a little bit like a combination between a Ferrari and Maserati. Am I right? I'm pretty sure that I'm right. Awesome looking grille, very cool design from every angle, very aggressive exhaust pipes and that very classic Italian back. The interior is very well made. You'll have the steering wheel on the right. Don't know why, maybe it was for the British roads made this car, who knows. Very cool and simple type of design. Love those rims, love those little holes on the bonnet, and absolutely fantastic looking interior that you are able to see without a problem if you're holding the model car. Unfortunately, since it's all black, I cannot say the same about the viewers. And unfortunately, I got this with the plexiglass broken, but hey, this happens when you are a collector. Good. Formula 1. We didn't get a Formula 1 car in some time, so let's go back to 2021 when Max Verstappen, this guy, won the Monaco Grand Prix in this very well-known Red Bull livery. We can say that it is very well known because they have that habit that also Toyota has of keeping the livery very similar from one year to another. As an example, in the next clip I will present this, that is F1 that is from 2022, and this is from 2021, and as you can see the livery is very similar. Red Bull Racing Honda RB60B winner Monaco GP, driven by Max Verstappen. Quite a long Formula 1 car. If you are paying close attention, it is almost as long as the stand, and since Spark has quite the same dimension on this kind of stands, if I will show to you a Formula 1 car from the previous years, you'll see how long these ones became. Red Bull livery with Oracle sponsorship, Honda, huge Honda on the rear wing, Pirelli tires, P0, fantastic details, something specific to Spark. You'll have the Max Verstappen driver inside the car, very cool details. I have no specific aspects to present to you regarding this car because all the details are here. I don't know, maybe some, well, to be honest, I have a model car from Mini Champs as well. I don't think they did a better job than Spark, so I'm pretty happy with this model car. So that is very cool. As you've seen, this has the number 43, so before Max Verstappen became a world champion, because after that he switched his numbers to number 1. Well, let's go back to Lamborghini. This time we'll have a Huracan, very nice looking Huracan, one of my favorite liveries from the Huracans that I have in my collection. Lamborghini Huracan GT3 Evo. The team is Orange One FFF Racing and it competed at 24 Hours of Spa in 2020. Limited edition of 300 pieces. This is the number 25 with some resin on the windscreen with a little game in here, so I need to fix the screwdrivers. Okay, look at this fantastic design of this Lamborghini. Very aggressive front, something specific to this little bull. Awesome engine cover and very cool looking livery. Great details on those Pirelli tires with those huge brake discs and the very nice looking brake calipers. Also in the back you'll have all the details. You'll have the grille from the air right here in the front, so awesome details. The roll cage inside is white, something that until now we usually saw on Porsches, but very cool aspect as well. Absolutely fantastic looking model car with great details. Again, something that Spark does cut quite well. Good. Now I will present a French car. So it was some time since I presented the French car, and this is it has a very crazy design, well, something specific to the French, to be honest. A car made for Le Mans or for this year hypercar competitions, endurance competition. This is the Peugeot 8X8 hypercar with one of the coolest designs, if it will be for me to be honest. But since Le Mans already went by and we know that it was not so successful, I'm looking forward to see it next year, maybe with a back wing in place, because as detailed as it was and as cool as this one looks, we all know that the competition was faster. That being said, the design is quite cool. I really like those headlights that Peugeot is using now at some of their road cars, and that they are looking very cool. Those rear headlights are the piece of resistance of this model car. They are absolutely fantastic looking ones. I don't know if you are able to see them on camera and details, but they are quite cool. They are separate pieces of plastic or glass or whatever in a very cool design. That air intake in the middle with total energies on written on it, it looks very aggressive. It looks like a punk haircut from the, I don't know, from the 90s. Great details on the inside. It's being quite a small car, even if it looks big, in reality it's quite a small car. You will have some details about the interior, but not that many. But this is a very nice looking car with those very cool looking Michelin tires. Very nice looking Peugeot. I made a clip about this car on my second channel, Model Cars, Beer and Worlds with Tony. If you want to see that separate clip about this car, check it out. I might leave a link in the description. Well, BMW. We didn't present a BMW from Spark for quite a while. I don't know if we presented until now a BMW from Spark, but this one, driven by Ickx, is a very cool piece of machinery, sponsored by Jägermeister. Jägermeister also has a very cool livery, very well-known livery in the racing industry, and this BMW is no exception. This one took the second place of the 6 hour for Ricard in '73, and it is a BMW Alpina 3.0 CSL with, of course, some fantastic details. You'll have the Alpina logo on the windscreen, you'll have Alpina on the side, X and Hunt on written on the side as well. Jägermeister, awesome vintage BMW grille, something very elegant, especially compared with the ones from this period of time. Very cool looking interior. You'll have the 2 seats in the front. You'll also have the spare wheel in the back seat, something very cool. That roll cage is awesome, the interior is awesome. You'll have the BMW logo on the steering wheel, even if it's extremely small. So again, a fine example of how detailed a Spark model can be. I absolutely love this model car from Spark. It was quite hard to achieve. I need to thank Cosmin from minichamps.ro, because he managed to get this model for me and it looks absolutely great. Cool. Let me put it here. 2 more models to go, one racing car and one very cool looking electric hypercar. So you might want to stick around for 2 or 3 minutes more. GT3 Huracan. This time we'll have the one from the team Conrad Motorsport that went at the 24 hours of Nürburgring in 2016. This is a limited edition of 500 pieces and this is the number 115. Very specific livery of Conrad. You'll see in the future clips that I have another generations of 2 generations of Huracans from Conrad, and they have a similar design, a similar livery. But when we discuss about similarities, we can also discuss about the similarities amounts of details on this Lamborghini, with those absolutely awesome yellow headlights, very cool details in the back as well, white roll cage, nice details in the interior, but that they are not very easy to see. Michelin tires, huge brake calipers, very nice looking brake discs, air intake and radiator that is visible on this small car. So absolutely awesome details, nice. But now another piece of art from both Spark and the manufacturer. This time we are discussing about a Lotus, and since I told you that it will be a hypercar, it should be a modern Lotus, and since I told you that it is an electric car, it also should be a modern Lotus. So from 2020, this is the Lotus Evija or Evija or whatever, depending on the country you are in. Very cool looking model car of a very cool looking car. Very clean. This design of this silver design is absolutely awesome. I love the back of this model car. It is very futuristic and it is quite real. So you'll have the air that the hole that is from here with from when the air should enter, it is real. The air will exit from the back from here. Something very cool, and you can see that on model car. The interior is perfect, very clean, white and black interior, nice racing seats, awesome Pirelli tires with those huge brake discs and very detailed brake calipers. The details on the back are also something that I cannot stop admiring. Hypercar with if I'm not mistaken, 2000 horsepower, something like one engine for each wheel, 500 horsepower per engine, so 2000 horsepower, and an absolute beauty. And with that, it is the end of the third part of this very cool unboxing. Next clip, Formula 1 cars, Lamborghinis, some Yakuza car, Pagani, Morgan, Bentley, Le Mans, so we will have it all. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next one. Cheers!